Okay, hopefully you can see my screen, I guess. Hello. Online folks, can you see my screen? I can't hear you.
Hi Amresh.
Okay.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Screen is visible for you, right?
Yes, it is visible.
Where is this? Samrita will be joining her. So today we'll start with this home tab. Okay, we'll see what are the options available on the home tab. So likewise, every tab will cover. Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, fine. We can start. Let them join. Okay. 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 So this is your first tab, which is your home tab. So under this home tab,
Amresh, Samrita
uh,
is calling me. She is not able to join some, I don't know for what reason. Can
okay,
you please
just
help?
speak. Yeah, I have shared the link. Then what exactly issues she is facing? Just speak to her
She's
once.
she's
Uh,
kind of getting a notification that she has to wait for some more time. Maybe internet issue or what, I don't know.
yeah, maybe because I don't know. Like we have only few folks. So
Samrita, 3, 4, 5 people are connected already. Can you please check your internet again on the same link? Oh. Yeah, so that might be the internet issue. Uh, just yeah, sure, sure. I'll just copy and paste again. Yeah, yeah. She's willing to join, but she called me. She's not able to connect. I don't know why.
huh. Okay. Anyway, I have said again link.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. So, so is that you, Samrita, guest user?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, you can rename yourself. Okay, let's start then. You can see my screen and voice also audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so today we'll start with this home tab. Okay, so under home tab, what are the options available? So most probably being a data analyst or being into this data analysis field. So under this home tab, you will be using few of the options frequently. Those are your sorting and filtering and your conditional formatting. Rest all options are for your generic purpose, like in general, like as a normal user, or you can say as a layman, you can use. But we will go through everything. Okay. So under home tab, there are various sections available. So first section is available as clipboard. Okay. So you can see at the left hand side there are some options and those are grouped under clipboard. So clipboard is nothing but this is kind of, you can say, canvas or some kind of painting where you will do some kind of cut paste or copy paste, all these activities. Okay. So here in this particular example, okay. So for example, let's say I have copied few data. Let me copy few data. Data is copied. Let me go to a sheet. I'll copy here. So here copying data in Excel, that is simple. Like you can simply copy whatever data you have, Control C you are pretty much using. Okay, so Control C for copy, or else here also you have copy. But here two options are you have. One is your copy and another one is copy as picture. Okay, so copy as picture is nothing but this is like a kind of screenshot. Okay, so if let's say for example I will copy this particular content. Okay, so copy in the sense simple, Control C. And if you want to paste, Control V is there. Okay, you can paste it, and also we'll see various sections of paste, because here in Excel, Control V is not sufficient for pasting. Okay, so it will have some issues also. So you can go for this Control P, like Control C, Control V. Okay, so normal copy is Control P. There is nothing. But if you want to copy this particular thing as a picture, what will happen? Copy as a picture. Okay, then if I will paste it here, then what will happen? It will be pasted as a picture, not data. So this is kind of screenshot. Okay, so this option also available for you. So if you want to give any kind of screenshot or you want to share any kind of snippet of your data, you can go for copy as picture also. So it will be treated as a picture or snapshot. Okay, then after that, once you copy your data, okay, let's say for example I will copy this data, and whenever I will paste it, so Control B will work. Okay, so Control B will work. So simply I will say Control B. So now you can see data is pasted, but always it won't work. Why it is so? Because in Excel there will be formulas. Okay, so if you simply Control V, if you press, then what will happen? Your data plus your formula or some other inner thing also there that gets populated or pasted. So it will give you some kind of issues or some kind of error also. For example, okay, let's see. Let me delete few data. Okay, so let's say here I will create a column. And here one more thing, sometimes whenever you will work, your data will be like this. Okay, so it won't be properly visible. So what you can do, few things. So you can come to this header, double click, so it will expand. So one by one you will be doing. Instead of that, you can select this whole sheet. So this particular place, if you click here, whole sheet will be selected. Okay, so no need of selecting, directly go and select whole sheet, come to any column, and you can see this particular plus sign, double click, so everything will be expanded. Okay, so this is kind of shortcut. And if your row is also like that, so let's say your rows are also like that, so you can select everything and you can double click, so every row is also expanded. Okay, so this is kind of shortcut you can achieve. So let's say here I will say one column I will create, which is like total revenue or something like that. Okay, I will create. And this particular data, what I will do, I will say equals to this into this, let's say. Okay. So I'll apply. So now these values are calculated based on formula. So let's say I will copy this and I will paste it here. Control V. Okay. What happened? You are getting what? 0. Why it is so? Because of formula thing. So here, whenever you will copy your data, Control C will work, but Control V you have to specify. Okay. So Control V is not straightforward in Excel. So you have to focus on that. So here, why it is coming as 0 first of all. Okay. So you need to understand that. So here in Excel, there are two types of addresses. One is called absolute. Another one is called a referential address. Okay. One is absolute address, one is a referential address. This is, I'm talking about cell address. Okay. So absolute means what? Fixed. It won't change. Referential means it will change. What is the example for that? Let's say, for example, here I will be having some kind of, let's say, number. Okay. And here, let's say, you can say number 1. Okay. Say, I will say num1. This is num2. Okay. So let's say I will have 23, 12, again 21. Here I have 10. Here I have 2. Here I have, let's say, 12. Fine. So these are your number 1. This is number 2, let's say. And let's say you are doing some kind of total. So I will say total. So what I will do, I will simply add this. So I will say this one plus this one. So it will add, right? So here if I will expand this one, so I will drag it, what will happen? So here, what is the formula you have written? F12, G12. So F12 is nothing but this value, G12 is this value. So once you drag this particular formula, what happens here? You can see F13, G13. So now each of the cell, whenever you have dragged, it is increasing your cell addresses. So here F12, G12, here F13, G13, then 14, 15. So like that it will go on. So this particular address is called what? Referential address. So this is not fixed. This will change according to your cells. Okay. So this is fine in this case. If I will add this particular number, this is fine. This is working. But there will be some instances. For example, let's say here I have another one example. Like let's say here I have some selling cost. Okay. Selling cost. Sell cost better. Okay. So sell cost, let's say I have 1200, here I have 24, 20 rupees, then I have 3200. Okay. These are my sell cost. And here I want to find out the, let's say, tax. Okay. So I want to find out tax. What is the tax? So tax is this much. So this is the field and here value is fixed. So let's say tax is 10%. Okay. So this is my tax. So 1200, whenever I will calculate tax, 1200 into this tax, then this one into this tax, this one into this tax. So everywhere I need to apply which one? This particular cell only. It should not change. So it is like fixed. So in that case, I will go for which one? Absolute cell reference. Here, what I will do? Into this one into, let's say, 10%. So now 120 rupees, right? So if I will drag it, what will happen? You are getting 0, 0. Why? Because here, if you will see, here it is J12 into M8. M8 is nothing but this one. But here it is M9, M10. So obviously it is going for other cells. So here no value, so 0. But in this case, this is wrong, right? I should go for only this one. So how I will fix that? So I need to go for absolute cell reference. So how you will fix your absolute cell reference? You have to put dollar in front of your column and row letter. That's it. So now dollar symbol M, dollar symbol 8. That means dollar means fixed. So fix which one? M column. So now if you drag also, your column address won't change. It will be always M. Then dollar 8. That means 8 row will be there. So it won't change also. So now what will happen? Now it is 120. I will drag it. Now you see values are coming. Why it is so? Because here also J12 into M8. Here also J13 M8. Here also J14 M8. So M8 is being fixed now. Okay, so you have two different types of cell reference. One is referential, that means that keeps on changing. Once you drag it or you will expand. But fixed one means that particular cell will be always fixed and it won't be changed. How you will do that? You have to put dollar into that. Okay, so whenever you will write any formulas, you feel that okay, I need to concentrate only on this particular column only. So you need to fix that column. And if you want to fix both column plus row, then you have to put dollar symbol before your column also, row number also. Okay, so this is your example. Clear? So this is your cell reference. So here, whenever I will copy and paste here, what happens generally? Your cell reference gets changed. So here if you see, here it is F2 into G2. That means this one into this one. Once I copy this here, what happened? It is actually multiplying what? This one into this one. Because here, as per the formula, it is multiplying two adjacent cells. So when I pasted here, it is also expecting adjacent two cells to be multiplied. So that's why you can see this value here, nothing is there. So 0. So that's why values are coming as what? 0. So whenever you will paste it, make sure if you have any formula, then it won't work. It will change your reference and it will give you unnecessary wrong results. So what you need to do? Copy this, Control C. While pasting, right click. Here under paste options, you can see various sections. Okay, so first option is your normal paste. That means Control P wala. Okay, so in this Control P, if you have only data, you can paste it. No issues. But if you have formula and all, then it will create problem. So what you need to do? Whenever you have formula, you can go for paste as values. So in that case, what will happen? Only values gets pasted, not your formula. So I will go for paste as values. Now you see, I will click here. Anywhere you are seeing any formula, only values are there, no formula. But here you can see formulas. Okay, so that is the difference. So whenever you will copy any kind of data which involves formula, you have to go for paste as values, not Control V. Okay, fine. Then after that, third option you have paste as formula. That means it will paste your data plus formula also. Okay, so here you can see formulas getting pasted. Value, only value, whatever cell values, not the formula. Third one along with your formula. Okay, so simple thing. See what happens generally whenever you have data, you want to copy or you want to paste. You have to paste the data, or else maybe you have to paste data plus formula, or maybe some kind of formatting. Okay, so based on that, so here you have data. Let's say I want to only consider this data, so I will simply Control C, copy, then paste as values. Because if I will go for other thing, then it will copy the formula also. So I will go for paste as values. But if I want no formula also I need, then go for formula, paste it. So now you can see formula is also there. Okay, formula is also gets copied. Okay, so based on your requirement, you can go for this. There is nothing. Okay. Then there are some other things also. What is that? Transpose. Transpose in the sense, let's say I will copy this header and here I will go for transpose. Then what will happen? You can see transpose means it will convert rows into columns, columns into rows. Okay, so now cost price, selling price, total revenue, all are at column level. Now it is at row level. Okay, so you can also go for this transpose. So it will convert your rows into columns, columns into rows. So now this is rows. I will simply copy this and here I will say transpose. Okay, now you can see all these values are present at column type. So this is your transpose. Okay, converting rows into columns, columns into rows. Okay. Then few things, let's say I will do some kind of formatting here. Okay, then I will, let's say I will copy this. Okay, and here I have something called copy formatting. So once you paste as formatting, what will happen? Only formatting gets copied, not your data. Okay, so let me just keep it normal now. Okay, so I will delete this data. So now let's say I will copy this. Copy, I will paste it here as formatting. So what will happen? Data is there? No. Only what? Your formatting is copied. So if I will write here, now it will be bold because you can see these are the formatting you have already applied. But here if I will write, nothing will be there. No formatting because I have not applied. So whatever formatting you have, if you want to only copy the formatting, you can copy it. Then you can paste it as formatting. That's it. Okay. So this is your formatting paste. Then last one you have link. Link in the sense, let's say you have some kind of URL or some kind of address, web URL address, then you can paste as link. Because if you paste simply, then it will be treated as what? Text. So if you will go and paste as link, then one hyperlink will be created so that if you click, then it will go to the page. Okay. So let's say for example, I will write here google.com. So if I want paste as link, then it will be like simple text, google.com. So if you paste as link, then it will create a hyperlink, like underline kind of thing. So once you click, it will go to the google.com. Okay. So these are the different types of paste you have. Okay. So these are the sections you have for paste. So here paste is little bit different, but copy is similar. Okay. So this is regarding your copy paste. Simple. Then cut is nothing but simply removing from one place, Control X, and pasting in some other place. So it is like cut paste. Simple, same. There is no difference. Okay. Then one very good, like very important thing, format painter. Okay. So most probably I don't know like whether you have used or not. This is very powerful and this is very much used. Okay. So what exactly it does? Let me give you that glimpse. So let's say for example, in this data, I will go and apply some kind of formatting. Okay, let's say italic, then some kind of coloring. Okay, so now there are so many different types of formatting I have applied. Okay, so any kind of alignment also I will do it. Okay, so there are so many things. So here, whatever formatting I have applied, same formatting I want to apply to, let's say, all my data here. But I don't know how many formatting I have applied here. So I cannot go and check one by one and I will apply the same here. So I'll forget also. What will happen then? I will select this data where I need to copy the format. Format painter is there. Just click on this. So now you can see one kind of symbol, brush. So then go to your data, just apply or select that data. Now same formatting will be applied here within 1 second. So there is no need to remember all the options, what you have done, what you have applied, no need. Everything is already populated. So format painter, actually this is very powerful and this will also save your time. Okay, so no need to apply any kind of repeated formatting one by one. Simply choose that format painter, apply. So here you can see normal cells, this color, and here there are some. Then what I need to do? I simply select this format painter. I will go and apply here. So now it will be normal. See, gone. Okay. So all these different kind of formatting you can apply through format painter. Okay, this is very powerful. Then you have font family. So font family, again, I'm not focusing much here. So you know different kind of font family structures. So it is nothing but it will change your word. Different kind of orientation of text. Let's say I will come here. Okay. So let's say I will select this. Then I will go for font family. So you can see based on your font family, your text orientation is changing. So whatever you want, you can change as per that. So this is kind of design, nothing else. Then you have different styles or like size also. Okay. So whatever size you want, you can increase or decrease as per that. These are your absolute sizes, means fixed. Okay. And here you have two different a plus a little bit small. That means it will increase your size, it will decrease your size. But this is not your absolute size. These are your kind of relative size. Okay. So if you want something like, let's say I want only 20 or 22, then I can fix here. But if I want to, okay, just decrease little bit, increase a little bit, so relative size, not fixed one, then I can go for this capital A, small a. Okay. This is also same thing, increasing the font size, you can decrease the font size. Then you have bold, italic, underline. So bold means highlighting that text, it makes bold. Then italic, it will be tilted. Underline, you have two types, single or double, whatever you want. So single means one line will be there, double means double underline will be there. So whichever you want, you can go for that. Nothing. Then you have here border. Border means this particular border is required for your data or cells, whatever you have. Okay. So here, let's say, for example, I will simply go and remove all the formatting. I don't want anything. Okay, now it is proper. I will delete all this data I don't need. Here also delete few content I don't want.
Can we use the format painter? Like format painter.
Format painter.
So we have to do it manually, select it manually itself. We can't, like if we have a huge data, we need some.
Huge data in the sense, let's say for example, okay. So you have to apply, let's say for example, here whatever format painter you have applied, let's say I have applied this one. I need to go for everything. Okay. What I need to do, first select this data, selected. Now you want to apply here, right? So here you can click here and whole thing you can select. Whole thing, how you will select? Let's say I am here. I want to select till the last point where I have data. So Control Shift down arrow. So it will select whole data. Then you can apply. Control Shift down arrow. Okay. Let's say you are here. You want to select horizontally, like till the right side. Control Shift right arrow. So Control Shift, whatever arrow you will select, right, left. So it will select all the data.
Till the mid of that data. So
mid of the data? I did not get what exactly you are asking.
Like our whole data only that is one point of this one we need to use it formatting. That I do it manually.
That you can do. It is not like automated, it will sense. You have to select. So what data you want, you have to select. You cannot based on that. Let's say what I told. Let's say this is the data. Okay. So you want to apply format painter. So what you need to do? Let's say you have to apply. So obviously you have to go and manually select that only. No, else how it will come to? You cannot do that. No, you cannot do that. Only thing is you can select data like as per, let's say for example, I need to select this whole data. I can either select like this or else let's say there are so many rows. How I will know? So I will select Control Shift down arrow. So it will select till the last point where you have data and right arrow. So it will select at the right hand side. So if there will be some gap or some kind of column which is not there, then it won't select. Okay, so it will be like whatever data you have compact. So it will select that whole thing. So Control Shift, whatever arrow you can play around, right, left, down, up arrow, you can play around that where you want to visit. Okay. So here you have this border. Okay. So border in the sense, let's say here these are your cells, right? So I want to apply border to this data so that this data will look proper. So now you can see there is no border. Okay. What I need to do? So here you have border. So you can select that. Whichever thing you want, you can choose that. Let's say you want only bottom border, top border, or all borders, or you want only thick outside border, not inside. So whatever you want, you can choose that. Let's say I will go for all borders. So now you can see everything is what? There is a line. Inside also, outside also. So this is your border. So whatever data you want, you can border. And also you can give any line color also. Okay, border color you can choose also. Okay, you can go and draw also. Whatever line you will draw, that color will change. Okay, so you can do this kind of little bit behavior. Okay, changing the border, giving some color. Okay, all this kind of behavior you can do that. Then you have this one, fill color, font color. You have that difference, right? Fill color is, this is your background color, this cell color, but this font color is what? Text color, whatever text you have. So that is the difference. So this particular fill color is this one. Then if I'll go for this text color, now you can see the text color is changed. So font color is this one. This one is your fill color or background color. That's it. Okay. Then you have alignment. Under alignment, you have different kinds of alignment. Okay. So what are the different alignments? First of all, you have here different alignments, two types. What is the two types of alignment? Here also middle, this one also middle. So here topmost you have alignment, vertical alignment. This is your horizontal alignment. Okay, remember this. So both are there. Don't feel, because if I will go here and I will choose any data, let's say here, I'll go choose this. Now, okay, so now I have chosen this one, then I will choose this one. What will happen? Your data won't be changed. So you will feel like, okay, both are same. But actually the upper one is for your vertical alignment. That means, let's say I will increase this cell. So now this is your data. I will click on this. Now you can see the behavior. So this is your vertical alignment. As per your height of your cell, the alignment will be there, either top or bottom or middle or center. Okay. Then the next one, down one, this is your horizontal alignment. That means it depends on your what? Width of your cell. So now I will go here, left, right, middle align. Okay. So this is your horizontal, like vertical alignment. This is your horizontal alignment. That's it. Okay. Then this one, text orientation. Okay. So this is nothing but only if you want to change your orientation of text. So you want like this. You want vertically text up. You want something like rotate. Okay, the different types of text format you have, so you can go for that, whichever orientation you want, vertical, horizontal, clockwise, anti-clockwise, whatever you want, you can do that. Okay, this is your orientation. Then you have two types of indentation here. Okay, indent in the sense it will create some kind of space between your data and your cell boundary. Okay, what exactly that is? So here you can see it is moving. How it is moving? Because this indent is nothing but whatever cell boundary you have, from there to your text, what is the distance. So if you want to increase the distance, you can go for this increase indent. If you want to decrease indent. That's it. Okay, so indent is nothing but the space between your data and your cell boundary. Okay. Okay. Then you have a wrap text. Okay. So wrap text already you have worked, I guess, in Word file and all. What is that? What it does? Wrap text. Expand.
Equalize the row height.
Equalize. Not exactly.
Minimize.
So let's say for example, okay, I have here data. I have too much of data, which is not actually fit for your cell. So now after seeing this data, what do you think? So you think that, okay, this data is present at A2, B2, C2 like that. So you are not, this is not looking proper, and this data overflows between your cells. It feels like that. But actually if you click, you won't see any data in A2, B2, C2. It will be there in D2 only. But as per my text, like whatever content I have, it is actually seems like it is overflowing to other cells. So wrap text, what it does, it will wrap all your text into that cell only. That's it. So it won't be overflowed to the other cells. So now if you see, now I have wrapped it. So that means all the content for that particular cell is present in that cell only. So obviously it will increase the cell height or width. That's it. Okay, so wrap text is nothing but if you have like large amount of data for a particular cell, then it will adjust that particular cell height or width so that it will contain in that particular cell only. That's it. Okay.
In different lines in one cell.
Hmm.
Then if you think on that text, it will go back to the same format, right?
One. So you are saying, let's say I have a large number of text. Okay. So now if I will go and click here, so it will be content. So now if I will again click it, so it will expand again. Obviously, it is like undo. It's like undo, nothing else. Then you have merge and center. Also, you will be utilizing this merge and center. So here in merge and center, one thing you have to remember whenever you will be merging cells, those have like those particular cells who has data. Okay, so that time it will be little crucial. Okay, rest all is fine. So merge center means nothing but if you have multiple cells and you want to merge it. That's it. Simple. But here you have different sections. Okay, so different sections. Why it is so? So for merging, you have three different sections. One is merge and center, merge across, merge cells. Okay. So let me tell you, first one, merge and center. What it actually does, it will merge your cells, horizontal or vertical or whatever, and whatever content you have, it will be at center aligned. That's it. Nothing else. So now you can see here, cell is merged. Okay. So this is horizontally merged. Fine. Let's see whether it is vertically merging or not. Merge center. It is also vertically merging. So both sides it is merging. Fine. So now I will go for the second option. So let's say I will go for this horizontal one. Merge across. Merging? Yes, it is merging. Fine. Now I will go for vertical one. Whether it is merging or not. Now you can see it is merging. It is not merging. So your merge across only works for what? Horizontal merging. Okay. So remember that. Merge across is nothing but it is only merging your cells horizontally, not vertically. So if you want to merge your cells horizontally, you can go for merge across. Okay, vertical merging won't be possible here. Okay. But merge center both ways. Horizontally, vertically, it will merge everything. Then you have merge cells. So merge cells, it will also merge both sides. Horizontally also it is merging. Okay. Vertically also if you want, it will also merge. Okay. So there is no issues. So vertically also it will merge cells. Okay. So here just remember one thing. If you want to merge cells only horizontally, then merge across will work. If you want to merge across horizontally, vertically, irrespective of any position, this merge center will work, merge cells will work. So which one you will use? If you want merge as well as center aligned, you can go for merge center. If you want only merge, you can go for merge cells. Merge across, no need to use, because if I want to use horizontal merging also, I can do it here also. Then why to create complexity? So you can avoid, no need. They have given the different types, but you can avoid. Okay. Then unmerge is simply whatever is merged, it will just unmerge that. So simple thing, nothing else. Let's say I will merge this cells, then I want to unmerge it, so I will go and unmerge. So bring back to original position. Okay, simple operation. But here one thing you have to remember. What is that? Let's say, okay, for example, okay, let's say I will merge these two cells. Okay, I will go here. As a merge center or merge cells, whatever you want, you can do it. So let's say merge center. Now it is asking what? You can merge the cells, but what will happen to your data? So you have data here also, here also. Which data will be there? Or both the data will be there? It's not like that. Whenever you will merge, what happens generally? Whatever leftmost data for your horizontal merging, for vertical merging, whatever topmost data, that will be only present. Other data will be discarded. So here 900, 1100 I am merging. So only what? 900 will be there. 1100 will be gone. So remember one thing, whenever you have data and you are going for merging, you will lose your data. So better merge before your data. And if you are merging, once you have data, after that only you are merging, then you will lose your data. So be careful on that. Okay. So whenever you will merge, your left hand side data for horizontal merging, your topmost data for your vertical merging will be present. Rest all data will be discarded. Okay. So that is the drawback of merging. Okay. Unmerge, simply unmerge your cells. Clear?
There is even for merge cells option also.
All options. Okay. So this is regarding your merging. Okay. Then you have here number systems. Number system means here this is required for your data type and also different kinds of symbols like currency symbol, percentage symbol, all this kind of your decimal places, all this. Okay. So here, first of all, this particular thing represents your different types of data type. Okay. What do you mean by this data type? Data type means whatever type of data you will be having. Simple. So if you have number, then number format, currency, number with some kind of currency symbol, dollar, euro, Japanese yen, Australian dollar, all this Indian rupees, all this accounting also same as your currency, whichever is required for your some kind of calculation. Okay. Short date, this format, long date, expanded form of date, time only for time. Okay. Percentage, fractions. Fractions means 1 by 2, 3 by 4, like that. If you want to represent that without any decimal, then you can go for fraction. Scientific number, it is a big number. So hopefully if you remember in physics, maybe you have studied. So whenever they will calculate mass of earth, mass of moon, so it's a big number. So how they will represent? So they will represent some number, then E exponent, then some kind of number. Like here you can see 9.00 E plus 02. What does that mean? That means 9 into 10 to the power 2. So like that. So whenever you have a big number, so they will represent this number in scientific format, that is called exponent form. Okay. So if you have that particular big number, then you can go for this scientific number. Okay. Then text. Text is nothing but your text format or character data. Okay. So these are the different data types you have. So whichever you want, you can go and select that particular column and change the data type. Okay. Then you have something called general. Whenever you will use Excel, every data type will be general by default. So here if you see also, let's say I will select this. What is the data type? General. Here also I will go, what is the data type? General. Then here also number general, here also character general, here also cell date. Cell date also if I will see general. What is the format then? If I want to go and change, let's say date, now it is date. I have changed it. Then what is the difference then? You have general, which is keeping everything. Then why you have created all this? Then what do you mean by general data type?
It doesn't have any condition.
Conditions.
That we can do
Yes, you are saying something. So if you go here, if you see, general means what? No specific format. So general, actually general data type means what? This is actually, if you go for MSDN site also, you will see general is nothing but actually it is a text format. It's a text format. Okay, whatever data you have, this is actually text format, general. What exactly like it does? It actually, there is no particular format for your data. So whenever I will go and declare this as date, that means it will only allow what? Date. If I will go and apply this as accounting or some kind of, let's say, currency, it will only go for currency data. But general means it can handle anything. You can store anything. There is no specific format for data. Okay. So as per your value of data, it will incorporate that. Okay. So general is your by default data type in Excel, and there is no specific format for general. It can accommodate any data. But why you will be requiring all the different data types? Because whenever you will do any kind of calculation or formula, that type, whatever formula you will be using, those will be, let's say you are going to use some kind of mathematical formula. Obviously you need numbers, then you have to convert that into number, or else maybe some issues will come while calculation. That's why these data types are there. But anyway, your by default data type is general. That means no format. It can accommodate any data. Okay. So this is regarding your data, and here you have different symbols for currency. Whatever you want, you can choose that. No issues. Okay. So I will choose this and I will say okay dollar. Now dollar symbol will come. You will go for any kind of, let's say, Chinese dollar. So Chinese dollar. Okay. Whatever thing you want, euro symbol will come. Okay. So you can choose that. Then percentage. What will happen? Percentage into 100. Okay. So percentage means into 100. Okay. So you can do that. Then you have comma. Comma is required for what? 1000 separator. So once you have 1000 places, it will separate. Let's say you have a big number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what will happen? Now it will be separated 3 places. So 1000 place, again 3 place, like that. Okay. So you can separate comma for 1000 separator. Then you have here two options: decreasing your decimal point, increasing your decimal point. So let's say I will go here. So you can see increasing decimal point. This is decreasing decimal point. So whichever you want, you can go for that. Okay. So this is your number format. Then here you have next one as conditional formatting. Okay. Let me go to okay. So conditional formatting means what exactly? So conditional formatting is nothing but, okay, so this is based on certain condition you will be doing formatting. Okay, so two terms, conditional, formatting. So conditional means condition, formatting means what? Changing the look and feel. Okay, so formatting is what exactly? Formatting is nothing but this is actually changing the look and feel of your data without changing your data. That means if your data is 200, then your 200 will be there. You don't change your 200 to 250 or 240, but the look and feel will change. Let's say it will be bold color, some background color, some kind of different designs, some kind of different symbols. It will come, but your data won't be changed. So that's what your conditional formatting. So conditional formatting is nothing but it's a process of changing the look and feel of your data based on certain condition. That's it. Okay. So through certain condition, you will change your look and feel. How we'll do that? Let's see. So here you have different types of conditional formatting. One is highlight your cell rules, top, bottom, data bars, color scales, icon set. This is for your symbols. Okay. So what exactly you will do? So highlight cell rules. That means you highlight your data. Okay, you highlight your data based on what? Based on certain conditions. So for example, let's say I will go for cost price. Okay, so I will change the value a little bit. Okay, I'll go here cost price, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules. What do you want to highlight? I want to highlight. So if it is greater than or less than or between or equal to whatever value. So these are the conditions you have. Okay. Let's say I will go for greater than 600 and to find out only those numbers which are greater than, let's say, 800. Okay. So whatever color you want, you can choose that. Okay. So I will go for, let's say, yellow color. Okay. Okay. So now you can see this particular data is highlighted. Why? Because of your condition. So now these are the data which are actually maybe invalid data or valid data as per your condition. So you can do some kind of analysis. Okay. So now you can see out of your whole data, this particular color data is your what? Based on your condition, it is satisfied. So now if I want to share this data, let's say this is my invalid data or proper data, and to share with my client. So I can apply filter and sorting, then I will share this data. Simple. So I will apply filters and I will say filter by color. Okay, filter by color. So now this is the filter by color. So I will go and I will share this data to my client that hey, this is the data actually based on the condition. So I think this is improper data. So they will have a look. Okay. So these things only require for your conditional formatting. So you have various options, greater than, so you can put a number, less than, whatever number less than, between. So let's say you want to find out any kind of date between two dates or any kind of numbers between two range. So you can give for that. Okay, equal to for a particular number. Let's say there are so many cost price as 0. So those are invalid. So I'll go for cost price equals to 0. So I'll get that. Then text that contains. So this is for your character data. Let's say I want to find out only location Bangalore. So text that contains Bangalore. Okay. So like that date occurring. So if you have any date occurring between what? Let's say I will select this date. I'll go for date occurring. So in date occurring, you have predefined all these dates. Next month, last month, yesterday, tomorrow, last 7 days, next 7 days. All these dates are pre-calculated based on your system date. Okay, so today is 5th October. So let's say I will go for last week. So with this 5th October, whatever last week is there, all the dates will be chosen and it will be highlighted. Okay, so all these things are there. You can carry out. Okay, you can choose whatever condition you want. Then you can carry out all these operations. So you want also, for example, you will go for, let's say, any kind of duplicate values. Duplicate values you want to highlight. So here in duplicate you have two things, duplicate, unique. So if you want to find out duplicate values, you can get duplicate. If you want to do unique values. So in that case, you can do also some kind of analysis for your duplicate data or unique data. Okay. So this is regarding your highlight cells. Then top bottom, it is for your top record, like top 10 values, bottom 10 values, below average, above average, all these values. So whenever I will say top 10, bottom 10, don't consider that top 10 means which is present at the top, which is present at the bottom, not based on the value. Okay. So for example, okay, let's say I will go and remove the conditional formatting here. Okay, now it is removed. I will select this. Top bottom values, I will say top 10 items. Now you see top 10 items. Now you can see here some values are selected, again some values are selected. How it is happening? So in this particular cost price, whatever value you have, it is calculating the top 10 values. Let's say you have 900 as the highest, then 901, 900, 800, all this, whatever value is falling under top 10 values, all these values are highlighted. Okay, so if you go for bottom 10, then bottom values. So it's not about your position of your record, it's about your values. Okay, so based on that values, top bottom, it will give. And average, below average, what will happen? All the values it will take, do a summation, find out the average. Based on that average number, it will see, okay, this particular, let's say for example, if I will calculate average of this particular cost price, let's say average is coming as 580. So you will go for above average. What will happen? Those numbers which are greater than 580, those will be highlighted. If it is below average, below numbers between 580, it will be highlighted. That's it. Okay. So based on that, you can do also average, below average, top, bottom, all these things you can do. So here it is top 10, bottom 10 is there, but don't ever think that only you can go for top 10. You can also modify the number. Top 2, top 3, top 5, top 20, whatever number you want, you can give that. No issues. Okay. So this is regarding your conditional formatting for highlight, cell rules, and top bottom. Then you have three different things, which is your indicator, you can say. Conditional formatting by using indicators. What is that? Let's see. I will clear rules. So now, I'll select, let's say this one, data vars. So data vars means what? it will be represented by some bars. You can see here some kind of bars are there based on numbers. So greater is the bar, number is good. You can see here 240, 240 bar is small, 900 bar is bigger. So what happens generally, sometimes whenever you will prepare any numbers, whenever you will share with your client, they want to get instant idea like whether it is good or bad. So in that case, what happens generally, I will go for this kind of indication, so that no need to do or no need to tell them explicitly that okay, this number is good, this number is bad. So after seeing this data bar, they can easily know that. Okay, so this is kind of data validation also. Okay, so here you have gradient fill. Gradient fill in the sense color will change, and here solid. Solid means you can see whole color is same, but gradient if you see, then it is like little bit transparency will be there. Okay, so whichever you want, you can go for that. Okay, color scales on the other hand, same thing, but here what is the difference? Here different color scales will be there. Let's say for example, here you can see red, yellow, green color scale. That means whole your data will be divided into 3 categories: yellow color, green color, red color. So Excel will do that calculation. Let's say they will find out all the highest number red, all the middle number green, all the lowest number yellow. So they will calculate that. So you are not going to do that. Okay. So based on that, they will calculate. So this is your color scales. Then you have icon set. Icon set is for your different kind of shapes. Okay. So let's say indicators, some kind of mail importance, whatever you are sending, high importance, low, medium, different kind of indicators. Okay. All these things are there. So you can choose that. Okay. So one more thing you have to remember when you will go for this kind of behavior. When you should go for any kind of behavior which involves this icon set. So icon set, you can see there are predefined icons like 3 or 4. Okay, when you will go for this, whenever your data category is that much only, like 3 or 4. Let's say for example, you are going to create a gender column, male, female, others. You have only 3 values or more values, only 3. So in that case, you can go for this indicator. Then only it makes sense. You have only 3 values, so 3 indicators. So obviously 1 indicator for 1 gender. Okay, so this kind of data you have to think. So whenever your values are like distinct values will be this much, then only you can go for indicator. Or else if let's say here cost price, I will go for this indicator. What will happen? 900 also green, 800 also green, 700 also green. What is the point? What I will get? I won't get any kind of insight out of that. Okay, so you should check on this. Clear? Fine. Then here at the bottom you have 3 different things. One is your new rule, clear rules, manage rules. Clear rules means whatever conditional formatting you have applied, you can clear that. So let's say clear from selected cells, whatever you have selected, or entire sheet if you want to remove, you can clear that. Okay, nothing. And then you have 2 things. Manage rules means whatever rules you have already created, it will list out everything here. Okay, all the conditional formatting rules will be listed here. So you can either delete them, you can either again another one you can create also. Everything you can do that here. Okay. Then another one thing section is there, new rule. New rule is for whatever options you have here. Let's say you cannot do that particular analysis or conditional formatting by utilizing this. You want to do some kind of customization. Then you can go for new rule. What is that? Let's see. Let's say for example here I have some numbers. Okay, let's say these are the numbers I have. My requirement is I want to find out the odd numbers. Okay, so if I want to find out odd numbers, what I will do, I will go for this particular sections, whatever I have, I can get it from whatever rules you have. I can get it. There is no rule to find out odd numbers, na? So by applying all these predefined whatever things are there, I cannot get that requirement. What I need to do, I will go for new rule. So under new rule, what happens generally, you have different sections. Again, if you see format all cells based on their values, that is nothing but highlight cell rules. Same thing is there, but here only thing is you can choose your whatever thing you want, and you can choose your values also, you can choose your color also. That much customization you can do. New rule, then you will get this. Okay, here already you have whatever we have discussed, all these things are also again present here. So you can see format all cells based on their values, that means highlight cell rules. Then only format only cells that contain, that is also there. Top bottom values also there. Below, above or below average, it is also there. Then unique duplicate values, everything is there. But here what is the difference you have? Here little bit customization you can do, like you can choose the color, you can choose the values like percentage or lowest value, highest value, you can give that value. So here little bit customization you can do. Okay, but as per our requirement, we'll go for the last one. Use a formula to determine which cell to format, because all these things won't give me how to get the odd numbers. I will go for formula. So that is the customization I will do. So how I will do that? So I will write a formula to find that. So here formula will be is odd. So is odd is actually used to find out odd numbers. Okay. So I will write is odd. Then I will give what? Position of one particular cell. So G, what is that position? G6. Okay. I will give, and then which particular color I want. Let's say I will go for bold. Then which color you want? Let's say I will go for this green. Okay. Now you can see all the odd numbers are highlighted. Okay. So this particular thing requirement, if I want to achieve, I cannot achieve by using all these predefined things. So that's why I will go for new rule, and I will say use a formula to determine which cell to format. So I will write a formula here. Okay. And then whatever conditional formatting you have applied, you can go to manage rules, you will get that particular formula here. Okay, so you can easily get that. Okay, this is the formulas or conditional formatting you have applied in this particular sheet or Excel. You can get that, you can edit. If you want to edit this rule, you can edit, you can delete, you can create another one new rule also. Whatever things you want, you can do it in where? Manage rules. Okay. So here I have written this particular formula is odd G6. And also here one question you will ask, why you have given only the starting position of G6? Why? Because is odd is a scalar function. Scalar means it will take only one input, it will give one output. So I cannot give a range here. If I will give a range, then it is multi-input, so it won't work. So I have to give what? Only one position starting. So it will automatically apply to your adjacent cells. Okay. So this is your customization conditional formatting. If you cannot achieve any kind of conditional formatting by using this one, then you have to go for new rule, then write a formula. That's it. Okay. Then you have here format table. So format table is nothing but simply changing your table style. So here whatever data you have here, is this a table? No. This is actually cell. This is not a table. Okay, remember that. In Excel, all the data will be arranged in terms of rows and columns because of this particular column header, row header. But actually those are not tables. Table is different. Okay. So what you need to do, let's say I want to convert this into a table. So what I will do, let me delete the data. So what I will say, I will select this whole data. Here under insert, you have table. You can click here, or else you can see Control T. Okay. So once you press Control T, you can see create table. This is your range. So now it will be a table. So now this is a table. How you will know that this is a table or not? You can click on this. You will say another one tab, table design will come. Okay. So if you will get this, then it is a table. Okay. So once you have table, here you have format as table, so you can go and change any color. This is nothing but only representation of a table, nothing else. Only changing the color. Okay. So you can play around all this if you want. Okay, nothing else. Cell styles. Cell styles is nothing but changing the cell style. Means this is a cell, individual one cell. Let's say I want to change the style of this.
Sir, can you able to hear me?
Tell me. Hello?
Sir, I have a doubt in conditional formatting.
Uh-huh.
Like, can we apply this conditional formatting in this location column, sir?
You can apply. You can go for, let's say, for example, highlight cells that contains, let's say I want to find out only Bangalore location. So I can give that, like, let's say Bangalore or something. So now whatever Bangalore is there, you can see those are highlighted. So it depends on your data. So let's say here you have highlight cells. So greater than, less than. Obviously, greater than, less than will work only on numbers, date. It won't work with text data. So if you have text, you can go for text that contains duplicate values or unique values, all this. So based on your data type, you can choose. Let's say below average, above average. It won't be worked with your location data. So obviously you cannot apply that. So based on your data, you can think in that way. Okay.
Sir,
Data
for
was.
example,
Mhm.
if we want uh, the cost price is above 700 for only in location Chennai, shall
You
we
have to.
make a
Oh,
new rule?
yes. So what you need to do, apply one conditional formatting here, another one conditional formatting here. So in that case, one by one, you cannot do again. If you want to achieve both the things, then what you need to do, you have to first select whatever locations Chennai, let's say here. Then after that, you have to choose here price, whatever 700. Then after that, you have to play around with filters. Okay. So again, what exactly? Okay, I will tell you. So whenever we will do data analysis, okay. So this conditional formatting just to highlight data. Okay, but if you want to achieve multiple things, let's say based on Chennai location, what are the sale price this much, then after that maybe date from this one. So you have 3 or 4 different conditions. So if you go for conditional formatting, then you will have different colors. Okay, so which will again it will create confusion. So what basically you can do, you can play around with filters. So what I will do, simply I will go, I will say here Chennai, this is my Chennai data. Here I will say, okay, I want to get what? 700 more. So I will say number filters greater than 700. Okay. So now these are my data which belongs to location Chennai and cost price greater than 700. So I will share this data. So this is my data. Okay. So whenever you have multiple conditions, don't go for conditional formatting, because conditional formatting is only used for your formatting purpose sometimes. But if you have multiple, you can either again you can go for this one conditional formatting at location, then cost price, like that you can go, or else you can play around with filters. Okay. In that way you will achieve. Okay. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So next one is your sales styles. Okay, sales styles again, nothing but whatever sale you have data. So it will just change like as per your heading. Let's say you want to increase the heading style, then you whatever font. So it is again nothing but changing your font style, font family, or your different kind of style. That's it. Nothing else. So here nothing to do with technical thing. It is only for your representation. Okay. Then you have here 3 things: insert, delete. Okay, insert means what you want to insert. Either you can insert rows, you can insert cells, you can insert columns, you can insert sheet. Okay, so first of all, here you can go and insert, or else what you can do, let's say I want to insert one column here before D. So I will select D, I will right click, then here you have insert. So I will insert a column. Here rows also, whatever row I want to insert, I will select the down row, then I will say insert. So one row will be inserted. Okay. Let's say I want to insert multiple rows. How will do that? So let's say I want to insert 10 rows. I will insert one by one. So you can select 10 rows at a time. Selected. Then I will say insert. Now those many rows will be inserted. Columns also same. So you can select, let's say 4 columns. I want to insert 4 columns. I will select 4 columns. Then I will select here insert. Now 4 columns will be inserted. Okay, so this is kind of shortcut. Okay, you can achieve. Okay, so this is inserting column, rows. Seat, you have your plus sign, you can insert whatever seat you want. Okay, then you have what else? Insert cells. Again, insert cells is nothing but here if you want to insert a cell. Again, if you insert cell, it may shift your data horizontally or vertically. So it is not wise option to insert cells. So better you insert rows or columns. Okay. Then delete whatever things you have inserted, you have to delete. You can delete columns, you can delete rows, you can delete your seat, whatever you want. Seat, if you want to delete, right click, delete. It will be deleted. Done. Okay. So these are the options you have for deleting columns, rows, and seat. Then here something you have format. Okay. So format means what? Formatting your Excel file. Okay. So format means it will format your rows, columns, and some kind of other things. So first you can see row height, auto fit row height, column width, auto fit column width, all these things are there. What exactly you mean by that? Let's say whatever I told you, no, auto fit. Let's say your row is like this. So your data is not properly visible. What do you need to do? Select this, double click, so auto fit as per your data. So column also same thing. Let's say it's not visible. So select this, then double click. So it will auto fit. Okay. So this is your auto fit. Then after that you have hide on hide. So you can hide what? Again same thing, rows, columns, seat. Okay. So what I will do? Whatever thing I want to hide, select this, hide it. Now it is hidden. If you want to unhide, select this, unhide. Okay. Rows also same way.
There is an Excel sheet with large number of data,
Hmm.
and randomly here and there the cells are hidden. What will be the shortcut to unhide all the?
Okay. So you can select whatever thing here. Okay. So here under format you will be having that option of unhide things. Unhide rows, unhide columns.
So everything it will unhide.
Okay. So you can go for this. Okay. And in seat also you can hide. Okay, it will be hidden. Then here you can just click unhide. So it will automatically show, okay, this particular seats are hidden, which one you want to unhide. So you can simply select it. So it will come. Okay, nothing else. Then here another one thing also, sometimes tab color. So you will be changing tab color. So what happens generally, you can see seat color is changed. So this kind of modification you can do. These are the things you have. Renaming seat. So you can double click on this. Let's say I want to rename. I will say ABC. You can rename. This also you can do it here or else here. Okay. So these are the things you have. Move and copy seat. You can direct hold it and move it wherever you want. Okay. Just like that. So this is your moving. Then you have this protect seat and all lock cells. This we will talk about in views and preview. Okay. So not here. So these are the options. Again, you have to just play around with your rows, columns, seat, hide it, unhide it, or you can delete it, you can insert it, all these options. Okay. Then you have last option here, filtering and sorting. Okay. And forget about these things. This get, Jira, analyze data, add-ins. These are some different new add-ins as per different softwares for Jira and all. So you are not going to work on this. So forget about that. So here you have sorting and filtration. Okay. So sorting, filtering, again, you will be using pretty much in your day-to-day life because this is also very important. So here, what happens generally? Let me delete this. Okay. Fine. So here, first thing is your sorting. Sorting means rearranging. So whatever data you have, you will be rearranging your data. Let's say I want to rearrange as per my location. What I will do, simply I will select this and here I have sort. So based on your data, actually sorting will be changing. If your data is character, then it will come A to Z, Z to A. If your data is integer numbers, it will come as smallest to largest, largest to smallest. If your date also, if you have date field also, it will also come into largest to smallest, smallest to largest. Okay. oldest. Okay, same way. So it will come. So as per your data type, it will change. So let's say I will go for this location. I'll go A to Z. So now you can see it is now properly arranged. So here, whenever you have arranged this data, okay, what happened generally? So let's say I will go with this and I will say J to A. It is arranged, and here also another thing it is not asking. Okay, these values, let me go for another one sheet. There is a thing also you should remember. Okay, fine. Let's say I will go for this. I will largest to smallest. Now you will say whenever you will sort, it will ask you two options. Okay, it will ask you two options. One is your expand the selection. One is continue with current selection. Expand the selection means what exactly? That means, let me highlight this first. Let's say this is your second row, right? I will highlight this color. Now I will go here. I will say largest to smallest. So now I will go expand selection. Now it is changed. Okay. What happens generally? This particular data, whenever it is rearranged, the corresponding data is also rearranged as per that. That means if you see, okay, this I will go, this is the data. Let's say I will make this as color, some different color. So now if you see, colors better, I will do one thing. I will color something else, some other. Okay, let's say this is your 900 data, right? So I will make this as this color. I just want to highlight that this 900 belongs to this particular data. Okay. Now I will go here. I will sort this as smallest to largest. Now expand the selection. Now sorted. Now this data is arranged, rearranged. The data which is closely associated with that particular value also, it is also reshuffled as per this data, right? So that is your expand selection. That means the data which you have chosen, it will reorder, as well as the other data which are associated with that data, that will be also reordered as per this order. Okay, but now if I will go here, I will say largest to smallest. I will go with current selection. That means you are only going to reorder what? Current selection. Then sort. Now what happened? Only the current data is reordered. Other data is as it is. So in that case, 900 actually should belong to this data. Now it is wrong or not? It's wrong. So when you should go for this option then? Whenever your data is not related to the column where you are going to order it. Let's say for example, I am storing here one gender details. Here I am storing some location details. So obviously location gender, there is no relation. So I can go for current selection reordering. Okay. But whenever you have data which is related to other data also, you have to go for which one? Expand selection. Okay. Or else your data will be what? Wrong. Okay. So remember that this is your sorting. Then custom sort, you have custom sort in the sense you will be adding multiple sorting. So here you have add label. So first you have sorted what? Selling price based on largest to smallest. Let's say I will go for another one. I will say I want to reorder item name based on A to Z. So like that, again another one order. So I can add multiple sorting. Okay. And if I want, I can also delete. Whatever I don't want, I will delete also. Okay, so this is your custom sort. That means it will order all the whatever sorting you have applied, and you can manage that. Okay, this is regarding your sorting. Then comes filtration. Filtration is what? Simply you will say Control Shift L, filter will apply, or else you can choose whatever, like you can choose somewhere, and you will say filter. Automatically it will come. So one drop down kind of symbol will be coming. Let me give some background color so that you will Okay, so you can see one drop down symbol will come, or else Control Shift will work. Control Shift. Okay, so here filter, what will happen? You will choose, then you have different values. So whatever values you want, you can choose that. It will filter out your data. Also, here another thing also you can do. Here you have two things: filter by color, filter by any kind of equation or formula also. So let's say I am going to apply selling price filter. So I will say number filters. I want to find out selling price which are greater than or less than or below average, greater than, equal to, doesn't equal to, all these options are there. So whichever you want, you can go for that. Let's say I want to find out greater than 500, and or also you can apply. Let's say you want to add multiple conditions. This one and this one only, then only it will satisfy. Let's say it should not be equal to 0. That means first of all, it should not be equal to 0 and it should be greater than 500. Then only you should give me those results. Okay, so I will apply now. These are my data greater than 500. Okay, so like that you can go and apply filters, and then you can clear filters also. I will clear filters. Now everything is gone. Then filter by color. Let's say I will apply some conditional formatting. So different colors will be there. Okay, and I will go filter by color also. So whatever color is there, I will filter. Now this is my data as per my color. So you can filter data based on values, based on color also. Sorting also same thing. You can also sort based on values and also based on what? Color also. Here you can see also sort by color. You can also sort by color. Okay. So better is apply filter. On that filter itself, you can go for sorting also here. You can go for filtration also here. That is the best option. Okay. So by applying your filter and sorting, you can achieve whatever options you have. Okay. Then find and select is nothing but just find whatever things you want. Let's say where you have formulas, where you have nodes, where you have conditional formatting, you can find out those. And simply find, let's say you want to find out in a text. Okay, you can also find out those particular text. Okay, all these things you can do. So find select is nothing but just simply finding something, replace something, just like that. Okay, so these are the options you have under home tab. So most probably you should work on conditional formatting, then this sorting, filtration. Okay, and the rest all options are for your generic purpose: merging, wrap text, all this, border formatting, all this. Okay, and one more thing also, sometimes this number format you have here also some kind of options you can see. This will expand. This will create another one page, and here you can go for any kind of alignment, font family, border, fill color, number, different data type formats, and here also you have different orientation. Let's say I will go for number, but how many decimal places I want? I want, let's say 3. So I will give 3. The negative numbers I will represent as red color or within bracket. I can choose that. Then 1000 separator, I can choose that. All this you can select here also. Okay, so you'll be working on this particular thing most probably. Okay. So this is regarding all about your home tab. Okay, so just go through that. If you have any issues, let me know. Tomorrow we'll start with insert tab. Okay, pivot chart, pivot table, all this. This is very important again. Okay,